Welcome to the campfire. Today, we're just going to be continuing on our journey with Nancy here. See if we can get ourselves into a better position and completely healed up. While we're doing that, we're going to be working on, just busy work, keeping ourselves strong and leveling up things like Masonry, try to be able to work on our next big project. We are now level 5 Masonry, which is not where we want to be yet, but we're getting closer. Ooh, yeah, this one requires 3,000 experience before we can get there. And, yep. So we need large stone axe, it's level 6 masonry, because we could do level 4, going up to level 4 napping. Do have other things we can make at level 2 if we had the recipes for it, which we do not. It wouldn't be the worst thing to level up and learn. See here, it's 30 times 10, that's 300 experience. Means we would have to do... Wow. Yeah, that's... To be fair, we'd have to do this about 30 times. I think it's 30. Let's see. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's 100 times. 3,000 divided by 30. We have to make 100 of these stone blocks. Don't know what we would use 100 stone blocks for, but I'm sure we could figure something out eventually. And that's only worth like 10 experience in itself. I mean, it's not going to be quite 100, but still a lot. Let's just let this go. Yeah, because we're now at almost 700 experience. Almost feel like maybe I should go try to find a masonry skill book. I think we need what? Masonry 4? Wonder if I can just do the napping of this. Double things up a little bit. Probably could. Let's see. Where is the other one? Napping. Can I nap? I need I need a different hammer. Which hammer would I need? Wood mallet, napping tool, short bat, another stone, which we don't have laying around. But we do have those all around us. Let's go figure this one out. See, there's a stone over here. Go for that. There we go. We can get another one going. And make ourselves walk really quickly back. Alright, so what is our food stash looking like? Oh, we are still more than good on food for a while. It's not fantastic. It's not like we're going to last the whole winter on just that, but we will last for long enough. Let's do this. Napping experience, that's only 4. Yeah, getting up to napping 4, I'm remembering, would be a massive pain in the backside. Okay. Which is why I chose to go the masonry route despite it being more experience points in total. More levels that we had to get. Let's see. Yeah, we're a third the way there. Really not the worst ordeal that we've ever dealt with. Let's just find some large stones. Like this is another one. Walk 2. And we go back. I'm just going to take care of this for a bit. Huh. Apparently with the hammer that we've got, we can actually remove limestone deposits, which allows us to pick up a lot of limestone. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. It's still weird, but we can make use of it. Don't know if level 6 makes sense for carving up a stone block, but considering how much we've already been doing that, let's do this and then move those. Okay, we can pick up this now. Gives us a lot to work with and gain some experience with. Let's get over here. Going the fast route. Come on. There we go. Alright, back to work with this. Yep. I'm aware that that's going to take me all the way down there. This is also masonry experience. It's only 8 experience though. Not sure that was really worth doing. We are now halfway. Whoops. It's not. Let's just move these. And the limestone pieces that already exist. Clay. Good enough. Let's move the trowel. Let's get tools out of our inventory that we don't really need at the moment. Keep the hatchet on us. So we'll use up the hatchet before we do anything with what we're trying to get to. We're almost 2/3 there. Almost. So this isn't quite so bad. It could be a lot worse, to be fair. Can I move, or do I need the pickaxe for this one? I probably need the pickaxe. Otherwise, we would have been able to move it by then. Alright, let's go get this one. There's a couple large stones over here, actually. Should have grabbed the truck. Oh well. Just grab one at a time. Not a huge deal. We can back the truck up over there if we have to. And... alright, I believe we have the last stone we need. I think. And we'll know for sure. We'll know for sure in a moment here. That's gonna be maze. Alright, yep. That would have been maintenance experience, not masonry. And there we go. Level 6. Still have no idea what we're gonna do with all these stone blocks because we can't technically do anything with them, but maybe we unlocked new building pieces? No. Stone walls only use regular stones. Doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't let you upgrade that, but... okay, we've got that. So next all we need is one of these. Which will allow us to make the large flat stone axe. Assemble stone mace, chiseled this. I mean, that's going to be the first thing we got to do. This part of the project. And it's too dark until we do this. Did I not pick that stone up? Could have sworn we grabbed that. The heck? Alright. Where are they going? We're picking them up and then they're just disappearing. The hell? Alright. Let's try for a third one? I just want to know for certain that these are just disappearing. What is going on here? Yeah. They don't exist anymore. Alright. Well, what do I do now? Okay. So, after taking a few minutes to look into the issue, apparently this is a known issue. The large flat stones just don't exist right now. And the devs know about it. The only answer I've found so far is smiley face, it's a known issue. No timeline, no ideas, no thoughts on it. So what I'm just going to do instead is I'm going to give myself a couple of them because otherwise this is going to be a pain in the backside. Large, smooth flat stone. Let's put 5 of them here. Oh, come on, close this out. Can I close? Yeah, I can close that out too. And there's way too much going on there, so put them on the ground. Splint factor. Kind of curious. Alright, so we've got 93 yet? Or is that 93%? Oh, that's... Okay, so we got 7% left to heal. Cool. That's fascinating. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect them to just, like, drop everything and fix one ultimately minor problem in the course of the grand scheme of things, and the only real fix is, you know, in the interim or workaround is open debug menu and give yourself the items. I mean, yeah, it's beta. I knew what I signed up for when I started making these series. It was just minorly frustrating at the time, like, why are these just disappearing? Oh, great, and the only answer is nothing. Nothing you can do. Which, okay, that's whatever. Let's just sleep through the night and continue the work in the morning. Alright, let's get back to this. I want to make... Let's just make 5 of them right now. Let's guarantee we're going to need them. How much experience does that even give? Well, that's like... Yeah, that's 103 experience per axe head. Alright. And what else do we need to make those axes? Large stone axe. So we just need a large handle, which is just a large handle. We need a knife. Ooh, do we even have the ability carve large handles? No. Or long handle. Yeah, that's carving level 3. Okay. Alright. So now we need to work on carving, which will require a fair amount of effort here. Alright, so we did read the book for carving. Let's just carve a couple trowels. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit of time. That's a log. We don't need a log. We can carve a spear. Let's do a couple stakes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else to do here other than just make some things that are necessary in the long scheme. And we're almost to level 1. And then we can start making other things that will give us more experience. Ooh. We're gonna have to cut a couple trees anyways, so... This is gonna be interesting on how we're going to manage this. Well, we use up our hatchet and cut a couple trees, which can also allow us to use or make planks to do the wall. Do we have a saw on us? We have a saw. Alright. Good enough. Is this ideal? No. Is this what we got? Very much so. Wish that gave axe experience, but it doesn't. What they should do is 2 different experience types, or 2 different skill types. Combat melee axe, and then, I don't know, either physical or survival axe usage. We can get a few down though, at least, I think, with this hatchet. How's the hatchet holding up? Oh, we just gotta sharpen it. Or, no, that's as sharp as the head condition's gonna allow it to be. Okay. Let's go here and start carving stuff up. Wonder how long this knife's gonna hold out for us, though. That's gonna be the other question. And tree branch. Let's do a couple stakes, I guess, because they're the same experience point level. So at level 1, we can carve new things. That's sapling. Yeah, we can do that. How much does this give? Oh, that's 8 experience per, or 9. Just shy of 10. Which means we need to do it 10, 11 times? Well, close to 15 times. Not terrible. We can give ourselves a bunch of handles that we hold on to for forever. You know, our lifetime supply of knife handles here. And other small tools. Let's just take a couple knives with us. Well, this one's not doing too bad. Must be our maintenance level that's preventing that from damaging too much. Yeah, no. Let's not break that up yet. That would just be a saw. Where are their tree branches? Here we go. So, tree branch. Was it this that gave us? It's the same amount of experience, and we can use these for different types of furniture. It's kind of worth using. We need one more thing. Oh, we only need the one. So let's carve a spear. And that'll get us to level 2. So we can carve planks at level 2. We can make bone equipment. Make medium handles, which are far more useful. Because more tools use the medium handle than the small. So we can work on that. Let's put these away. And let's also find our carving book. We'll go to the next stage of that. I need to grab food. Food. Then we'll start reading. To be fair, this would be rather cozy. Just sitting in front of a wood stove, reading a book. Even with a wounded leg. Wouldn't really have a problem with that. Yeah, that was gonna harm me in the short run anyway. I knew it was gonna do it, but I still drank it. Where's all the comic books? I know I brought some stuff. Let's read the paperback. That'll deal with the unhappiness. There we go. We can always sleep through the rest of the night. Where is... There we go. Sleep in the tent. Well, we're at least in a position to be doing... Huh, what can I research with that? Bone spike weapon. Kinda cool. What about carving? Thought we could carve plank. Requires a surface. Well, let's just gather up materials to do carving with then. And what else? It's all over here. Got it. Another sapling. Can do another large branch. And we got another sapling. Any more tree branches? Guess it's just logs from there. Okay. So we got 5 of these we can make. And then from there it's... we've got to go stand at our table. Which... fair enough. Alright. Carve planks. We got a bunch of these to make. That is 30 some experience, so maybe we should be doing that first. Yeah. That will speed us along here. 16, 16... Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that with the planks? Don't do that with the planks. Do that with the tree branch. And it really wants to default to that. No, stop using the plank. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. There we go. Level 3 carving. Now we can make the long handle. Or large handle. Can we not? There we go. Does it have to be the plank? No, it could be a large branch. Yes, so plank it is. Can I repair that? Ugh. Large stone axe. I mean, it's not going to happen under that. There we go. Guess let's make one. That handle condition, man. Fix. Fix with wood glue. Do we have any wood glue? That actually, I don't know. Well, we do have fixed with glue and duct tape. So let's go large stone axe. There we go. Now that's in perfect condition. As frustrating as it was, we got there in the end. Let's put the hatchet away, because I want to see how the stone axe handles. We can make a table out of these later. And probably some chairs and stuff. Put these planks down. There we go. Not a bad ordeal overall. The carving was so much easier than the masonry. So much quicker. Let's get these planks made up and we'll start working on the next part of the house. What does the log give me? Carve goblets, carve bucket. Fair enough. Let's break these up enough. Hey, carpentry level, whatever we're at now, 6. Yeah, carpentry 6. Which, to be fair, that is... I think now we've unlocked most every recipe. The only thing we don't have is the top tier for most of the types of construction. I don't think we even have to go through the building. We can just go this way. Yeah. We'll stockpile all the planks over here. We don't have anywhere near enough for the entire section of the building, so I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. There. Then we'll have to worry about getting the materials for another door. I could just disassemble the one door we've got, but I don't want to run into a position where I've got the door all made out, but we're missing like one door hinge because disassembly is imperfect. And that's just how that is. We'll work on carving more later because getting that leveled up is going to help with when we make handles, they're not at a decreased health. Alright, let's grab the last logs. Hey, we can actually move at a decent pace these days. We must be getting closer to being healed. I've taken the splint off just to check, and we're not quite done there. Carve wooden spade. So that is another thing we can do with that. Ah, more planks, yes. Let's put these in the backpack, because we can pull up a log right here. And then we gotta saw that log. There we go. So we're not completely healed, but we're clearly getting closer and closer to better. Which, fantastic. We are going to run out of supplies eventually, so we need to hurry that along. Let's grab nails and get to building. Let's do the framing first. Wooden frame. I mean, at some point we'll have to. We need to get a doorknob, and some hinges. But it's not like we're gonna get to that point anyways where this is going to be finished right this minute. We might get the framing done, if anything, off this load of wood. In which case, then we can head over to the store and start looking at dismantling doors there. Oh. Good enough. Yeah. Probably enough planks to do the entire frame. Right there should be about as good as it gets. Let's put this in. And there we go. Entire wall is framed out. So we can get almost 1, 2. There we go. Let's just do wall. Looks nice though. Definitely looks better than it used to. So we'll want to do some patchwork over the winter to fix up the rest of the walls. There. Yeah, about half. So we'll head on down to the store, like I said, and get the rest of this taken care of. Get the hardware we need for the door itself. Oh, come on. There we go. Whew. Gotta be careful when I do things like that. Alright. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, there's 1 door, 2 door, 3 door. Should be able to get something here. Oh, that's going to require welding. We can do this one though. So these 2, 3 should be capable. At the hinge. And the plank. That's the real question is, oh yeah, it does have doorknob. Fair enough. Alright. It's 1 hinge, plank. Got the knob off of it, I guess. It's a real knob, if you know what I mean. Alright, I hate myself for that too, don't worry about it. And more door hinges, there we go. So we have the next door that we need to make ahead of time. I think all the material we needed for the other door, or for the door, let's see. Do we have enough planks? No, we needed 2 more. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that just means we need to chop down a tree. We need to start chopping down trees anyways. Could just pick up that log. And that one. And that one. I suppose. It is possible to not cut down trees and still gather material. Because you can now pick these logs up off the ground. To be fair. So these exist. These didn't used to exist. These used to just be texture flavor. Or ground, you know, things in the ground that didn't actually exist. But now we can pick these up and we can make material out of them. Go in the backpack. We'll worry about sawing you up when we get home. I think by tomorrow, maybe the 30th, our leg should be healed. At least from the rate it looked like it was going. Maybe. I'm not sure. And now we're back. Granted, it really wasn't that far of a trip. We could have easily walked there and not lost a step. It's 2 logs. Let's saw this one as well. And then we just pick up these planks. We're gonna run out of nails, so I need to find where I put the rest of them. Not in there. Negative. Where did all of our nails end up? And yes, there's a box of nails there, but I was pretty sure we had nails already removed. Yes, we did. Alright. So, door. Really? That's just an advanced door? I mean, I guess whatever, but let's start working on the wall. Two, three. Don't know how many of these we're gonna get. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10 planks. So we only need to cut 3 logs up to be able to finish this out. Oh, might as well do it. Get it done tonight. And then we can do the floor after that. Let's just keep working on expanding the flat open area here. It does cut down. Look at these necks. Let's chop down one more. If we can get it. Nope. Too tired. Let's move logs this way, I guess. So we can carry 3, 5. It's 15 planks. Next couple can... I mean, we'll start up there. Alright. Let's just drop this right here. Then... I suppose we'll just rest and let the night be done with. And then let's get finished. It's dawn of another day. We are fresh and ready to go. Just start sawing up all these logs and be done. I mean, I doubt these logs specifically will be the end of it, but we're not that far from completion of the project. So let's get into this wall. And this will at least be the finishing of the walls. And there we go. And then we need to do the roof. And that's going to be what? 6 by 5, so 30 planks. Got 2 and 4, so that's 6. Not quite there, but yeah, we'll have to cut down another tree or two, at least. So it'll be 10 logs total to finish out that roof. And then we'll have to deal with... Oh, come on. Where are they? There they are. Not a 1, huh? Suppose I really don't need all this extra stuff in here. So that's 6, 11, so 17, that's about half. A little over half of the roof itself. Alright. Two, 3. Yeah. I mean, all in all, this building's coming along. Getting plenty of this work done. Kind of wonder how this room's gonna be for temperature once we get in there, but and get this sealed up. I was actually expecting it to be colder at this time of year in-game. Kind of surprised we're not dealing with more snow. But you take what the game gives you, and you run with it. Let's get this next tree down. So that's another 3, 9. We need to get another 2. think. So chop this up, chop that up. There we go. There's just a couple more planks that we need. Yeah, that'll give us as much as I can get, I guess. So 11, and that's more than we need. And then it's complete. I can start putting things in here that we need. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put the anvil or the forge and the furnace in here. Having them outside would make sense, but at the moment we don't need to make sense. Because currently there's no penalty to having them inside. They don't produce smoke, they don't produce heat. Why is a great question, and I'm sure that will be answered later. Though you can do the electric furnace blower thing that does produce heat, apparently. Because you do have to start it on fire. Wish I could pick this up. Because I'd move it inside too. But all I can do is disassemble it. Actually, I don't even think I can do that. There. Alright, so I wanted to do the forge. Primitive is kind of the only option here. We don't have the blacksmith anvil, so we would do 10 regular stone, bucket of clay cement, and anvil. So we need these. Let's put all this on the ground. We're carrying way too much at the moment. There. Let's put things away. We're trying to do too much. There we go. Bucket, bucket. Got a bucket. Just need to go grab some water. Fill that bucket. Tainted water, there we go. So we can make our clay cement. Nix. There we go. And we just need to find 10 stone. Oh, what are we holding on to too much? Because we are. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's get this in here. We just need... So we're going to put it up against the wall over here. So let's drop that. Drop that. Temperature in here is pretty stable too. We'll see how it gets when winter actually hits, but for now, we just need to go find 10 stone. Where there's one. Two. Oh, and there's a large stone. Well, that'll do me. Can I nap that? I need a surface. Alright. There we go. Good enough. Oh, not that. I need to walk to. The Walk-Tua. Haven't done that in a while. Haven't said that in a while, and I still hate myself when I do it, but you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so now we can do our primitive forge. Do I want to do it that way or that way? Let's do it that way. And then the furnace. That's 4 stone, 6 clay, or 40 stone blocks and a large bellows. So we need to find more clay before we can finish that one out. Alright, so let's take a look at... We need to grab the stone blocks. We've got plenty of them. Let's make 30... dang. So we need to grab 3 more. Still, I got close. We're gonna need one of our trowels. And then pick up our bucket of clay cement. We can put that right here. Perfect. Then go from here. Let's put this down. Place. Good enough. So that one's full. Good to know. We can empty this out. I should keep a screwdriver on me. So we'll grab that back out. Let's put this... Where did I put that? There's an oil drum in here somewhere. Or an orange barrel. Where is it? We need one of these. Keep putting it away and not intending to. So barrel. Charcoal barrel, rather. We need to grab 4 stone. How much do we have? We have 2 stone. So let's go find 2 more. Then we can make charcoal barrel. Easy enough. Some of these spots are weird because they look like you should be able to pick them up, but you can't. It's gonna be a large stone. I can't. There we go. And this one. Perfect. We'll place this right next to the kiln. Now we can make charcoal easily enough. Cut down, stockpile a little bit of wood while we're at it. Wood and or charcoal. Put these in the backpack. Ooh, actually what we should do is put these on the ground. So that we carry more, you pick up everything you can into the main inventory, and then fill the backpack. There we go. So now we can carry 7 at a time instead of 5. Charcoal burning barrel. We're not close enough, right? I was expecting it to move us to the thing, not the other way around. So we can do 3 at a time. And we got an extra log. Well, that extra log can be utilized over here. 1 log. This 1 log is 3 planks. Each plank is 2 hours. Yeah, that kind of tracks. And 36 of this. Really? So we could have just stashed it in there. Makes sense, I guess. Cast iron ingot. Alright. Fair enough. They've also expanded how those work. So let's just toss all this in there. Now we've got to wait for the minor muscle strain to go away. And drink some water. Come on. Water dispenser, there we go. I think I should move that into the other room. It's just not doing us well in that spot. So we'll put this right there. Perfect. Then we rest. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, besides ignoring that meta event, because that's a pain in my ass, we're going to dismantle these two cars. We're gonna go this way out. There we go. Well, it's not a lot, but it's something. Plenty of raw material for blacksmithing here, at least. We're gonna move in here, we're gonna drop stuff off, and we're gonna head that way out. Because I kind of want to explore in that direction now that we've freed it up a little bit. Let's get things out of our inventory, the welder's mask, the empty torch. Plenty of empty torches. What we're gonna do, so I'm just gonna take this taxi that we hotwired. Now that we can get into it. Oh, we could also make a bunch of fishing nets. It's not a great vehicle, especially since we knocked out that window. I think we can replace that. So for now, we can just head out this way. 3. Do I think we could handle 3? I mean, we're kind of walking normally. Yeah, we're still a little slow, but it's not the end of the world here. As far as speed goes. We're well on the mend. That's at least for dang sure. These can go into our inventory because we could use those. Ooh. I mean, it's a very beaten up vehicle, but let's take some of these clothes that might be in good condition. Yep. And that belt. That belt. Socks heavy. Gonna have to clean these things, but oh yeah, this truck is beaten up. There's a pickaxe. Actually, you know what? Can this vehicle start? Yeah, but it is in terrible condition. Let's go park this near the house. We'll use it for mechanics training and trying to repair a decent vehicle. It is slightly more maneuverable than our step van. So we'll take care of that. Yeah. I mean, this thing's in bad condition, but... Oh, yeah, that is really bad condition. But we could try and repair it. Or we just dismantle it in its entirety. For now, we're going to go back to our taxi. And while we're doing that, I'm going to move stuff to our backpack. Could remove that window and put it into the taxi, so we've at least got a window there. Alright, this way I'm not doing this the hard way. Just get up here quickly. There. Now, how rough will it be to get out of here? Or to continue on down this road? Not bad at all. There's a gas station with very little here in the way of zombies. Which makes me wonder where they've all gone to. Right there, roughly. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still not a lot. Where have they all gone? I mean, we're not in a great position to be fighting here, but we can spread these guys out enough. Taking them out won't be too bad. It's 2. Third one down, so out of 7 there's only 4 left. Like I said, as long as we can get them spread out, should be okay, especially now that we're mostly healed. And that's it. Let's grab this kitchen knife. Leather coat, we can at least scrap it. Kind of want to see what the step van looks like. If it's in decent condition. And has gas. I mean, oh no, if we can't. We can get gas right there, but. Come on. Alright, you've got a leather coat. So we can take that. What are we looking at back here? Okay. Relatively in the clear. Guarantee all the zombies are up over here. 'Cause there is that to deal with. See if anything's in there. Nothing in here. Alright. Are the keys on the ground? Are they in? I don't know. What do I hear? Bunch of mason's trowels, concrete powder, these leather gloves, which are better than our fingerless ones. Alright. Ton of tools, some bricks, and a bag of concrete powder. And 2 large stones. But otherwise, nothing. What about, is there any keys on the ground over here? None that I see. That's out of gas already. Which makes sense. Alright. Well, can't get that, but wish you could climb in through the back of the step van, because if you can enter the back area of the van, you should be able to just climb through. Personal opinion. I'm sure that would be hard to code compared to, like, the rest of the vehicle mechanics, but the keys can spawn fair enough distance away. We can take a look. Doesn't seem like they're back around here. Alright. There's food in those bags, but I'm not going to worry about it. So what we're gonna do... So I'm going to break a window. I don't like breaking windows. Can't pick it up. There we go. Now pick it up. Let's take the broken glass when we can. Any food? Yes. It's not good food, but it's food. It'll keep us alive. And that's the important part here. Just keeping us alive. Bunch of water bottles. I will take those. And an empty gas can. Okay, so this one was empty, and then this one, alright. That makes some sense, I guess. What am I looking at here? So we got soap, we've got more snacks and water. I think we got plenty of those. Let's grab all this food. Can always stockpile that. And what about in here? Grandma's kitchen, that's useful. Woolly yarns. Why does it sound like there's a weed whacker going? Alright, lighter, matches. Let's worry about those things. And cigarette pack. Can always utilize them. More matches, more lighters. Empty buckets. Yes, please. Alright. Seems to be everything we could have gotten here. Oh, and there's so much more food. Okay. Let's grab everything we can. Because I'm not going to leave this sitting out. We'll worry about back there after I go and unload. Because we are currently overweight. By a lot. Over encumbered, I should say. And that is going to be a problem. So if I try to fight in this condition, it's not going to work out. There. So let's dump off everything into the car. Okay, so we've emptied out that. Let's take a quick look back here. Nothing yet. What about in here? Okay. We're in the clear. I'm gonna grab water. Because we ran out in that. What's in this? Nothing useful, nothing useful. Okay. We're good. Let's get out of here. We filled up the 2 gas cans I had. So let's move on a little bit further. I know this episode's going to run on a little long, but we're also trying to get through this. Let's check. Hey, our leg is healed. Thankfully. I mean, that was about 2 weeks in game. All things said and done. What is that? I mean, I know what those are, but... Is this... I think this road leads us up to a bunch of houses, which is where I want to go for the electrical skill training. Because we need to get up to level 3 or find that stupid magazine that I rarely ever find. Let's see. And of course there's clay in this driveway. Alright, but now we can move a lot better. Kind of wondered when I was able to sprint. Oh. I don't like the look of this. Don't see any zombies in here. So let's just Dismantle. Dismantle. Disassemble. Electrical skill. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. Yeah. Let's see. Exposure survival 7, which might be useful. Let's take these. Oh, how to use generators. That's become a lot less rare, to be fair. I don't understand it, but it is a lot less rare than it used to be. Still rare. We still had to go through a lot of places to find it. It's not as rare. So there we go. We can now read generator, or we can now start generators. We're gonna still want to find a better generator, but that's problem number 2 or 3. Let's take a look. I'm really confused on why there's so few zombies in some places. As we know from West Point, it's not true of everywhere. But there is a significant lack in some places where I think they should be. Come on. There we go. Well, no matter what I did, this was going to be a bad idea. Okay. I think we've already got that. Let's do that one. Okay. Let's grab more food since we're here. And there's food to be grabbed. We want these. Oh, frying pans are useful. You don't know what you're missing until you don't have them. Nothing. Okay. Already got glass making 1, but let's take the welder's monthly. Let's just take more videotapes because why not? We got a TV that can make use of them. Then, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to close the window. Let's see. I don't have the right kind of hammer. Shoot. Thought I did. I must put it in the car. Let's see about getting that right hammer, though. Claw hammer. And so that we can carry the... Oh, we can carry the dang thing. Once we get it. Let's pick up... Let's try for one and then we'll try for the other if this fails somehow. 30% and it fails. Okay. Ah, we got 2 of the regular, or the 2, and then 1 of the 1. Can we seriously not pick up? How the hell? Alright. Let's get enough things out of our inventory then. As much as I don't think we need to carry the splint anymore and keep it on hand, my luck is I'll break my leg again. Or this time it'll be an arm. Whichever. But alright. On we go. Can't have been that bad of a fracture, clearly. If we healed that fast. Alright. Alright, we're home. We have a new bed. And do I want to put it in... No. I want to put it in here. We're gonna have our bed over in this corner. I'm gonna grab the pillow and put it over there too. And then we can go through this inventory at some point. Place item. Perfect. And because it looks better than just not, going to take the sleeping bag and place. Oh, I can't place it on the bed. That would make sense, putting it on the bed. You'd be sleeping on it. Quite literally. Okay. Suppose it really wouldn't do you any good, but visually speaking it would be awesome. But end of the day, let's move. Come on. Let me pick up dang near all this. Alright. And we'll take it to the empty box. Put it all... No. And here. Put it in the empty one. Then we'll take those sleeping bags and we'll put those away too. Into the same empty box. Pick up the tent. Then we'll pack it. There we go. Put it in the same back area. There. And we got all that free space too. Does this have fuel in it? I don't even remember. Fuel, no. So we haven't put fuel in. Which case... do have a gas can full of fuel. Ooh, I actually want to put this more in the middle. Take generator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up. We're going to put it up here. Right about here. Connect. Fuel. And turn on. Really not using much fuel, but that... hey, that works for me. We do have a gas station down the road too, so we don't have to worry too much. There. Alright. Now here's the question, is that being up there gonna hurt us? Don't believe so. Let's turn on the lights. We need to scavenge more for in here. But for now, that works out. Got the forge, got the furnace, got all of our infrastructure set up. Our generator is now running. We have TV, we have radio. Let's do exposure survival. Just because we can. Let's see. Oh, hey, this one is odd. We must have seen that one? Probably for trapping, yeah. What about 7? Isn't 7 fishing? Yep, foraging, not fishing. But either way, I will take it. That's full. Alright, we're gonna have to buy or build more storage. For now, let's just drop everything over here. Because we don't have a particular need to have all this in our inventory. And with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.